Hello, I'm the Virgo Queen, here to awaken the divine consciousness. I do Mother Peace Tarot and astrological readings, and this weekly weather forecast is for the collective consciousness for November 21st to November 27th. So when I first look at a reading, I look at the heart of the matter. And the first card is the significator, which is 8 of discs. 8 is about change, and discs is about earth, the physical and reality. And this is asking us to find more meaning in the work that we do and truly look at the service that we're providing for our community. So much of what we want to do is have a fulfillment in the tasks that we have every day, that part of what we're doing in this life has meaning and fulfillment. So we're finding more ways to find purpose in the daily work that we do. Because in the atmosphere, we have reverse Ace of Wands. And this is showing that we have some tension, that we feel like we can express ourselves fully, or that our passion is unkindled, that our sexuality is not fully being expressed right now. And that usually comes from a blockage of not knowing where to put our passion. So get more clarity on how you truly need to express this fiery energy so you can feel more fulfilled and enlightened. Because in the cross current, we have reverse Priestess of Swords. And Priestess is the mature feminine, and Swords is our mental plane, and she's reversed. So it's showing that we are feeling alone during this process, that perhaps we have isolated ourselves in order to try and seek freedom from all the chaos in the world. But what this does is make us feel outside, loners, and not willing to be accepted by the masses. And a lot of times we need this separation in order to get more clarity on who we are, so we don't get lost in the mass confusion of how the world truly looks outside. So perhaps instead of pushing yourself away and feeling as if the world is against you, trust that you need to go into your world to find more clarity. So take this time to go within and to let go of all the preconceived notions of what you think this world should look like, and start looking at the world inside of you and begin with that process. Because in the root, we have 3 of discs, and what's guiding us this week is work. That we are trying to find the value in what we are being given in return for our worth. So a lot of times we get excited about projects and want to fully invest, yet, well, the payment isn't what is needed to support our livelihood. Yet perhaps it's the network and the connections that will actually bring more fulfillment. So we're having to assess our value and what we actually really want to invest in, because energy is money, and money is a gift. Money is how we are able to share our resources. And so knowing your worth knows how to value the kind of projects that you're going to invest in. Because does it fulfill you to connect more with others? Or do you need to pay those bills? So asking your questions on how you really need to use your energy this week and what projects you can truly invest in. Because in the sky, we have reverse Daughter of Discs, and this is showing that we need to go on a vision quest because we do not have the clarity we need in order to move forward on the projects that we are investing in. That we can feel a bit lost and confused on how we move forward with our worldly task. And so when we again stop, go within, and ask those important questions on where to invest my energy and where to get true clarity, instead of others and other people's perspectives, go and ask your higher self and see what messages or visions that it presents you. And remember that spirit talks in symbols and not like English or a language that the humans experience, but it's a deeper language that is without words sometimes. So symbols or smells or sounds can be messages because they resonate feelings within us. So allow these visions to be connected to your heart vision, and that will lead you down a more clear path. Because in the recent past, we had reversed Six of Discs, and this energy is about finding new ways to relieve stress. So getting massages or connecting with people, finding new ways of being touched, doing therapy, and it's all about releasing stress in order for you to let go of the old in order to step into the new. Because in the self-concept, we have the Devil card, and this is a major arcana. So we are really looking at how we are being suppressed. What addictions are we allowing to rule our life? And how is our ego relating to the value of who we are? Are we being suppressed by expectations of a society of who we need to be in this life? Are we not willing to see how we need to move forward without expectations from others? Letting go of the ego identity of how we need to be in the world and feel more connected to how we are being led in the world. And so we're battling with these old ideas and patriarchal conceptions that we're trying to remove the chains that have tied us down to a world that doesn't work anymore. So in order to truly be set free, we need to face that part of us that is no longer serving our new destiny. Because in the hopes and fears, we have Six of Wands, and this is Shakti energy. This is passion and fire and making your creativity known to the world through showing all the things that move your heart and express it wildly. And it's slightly tilted, so we might be forcing it too much. So we need to just come from this calm place of knowing that these feelings and passions will be expressed in their own divine timing. Because in the future, we have Six of Swords, and this is about going to the mountaintop of perspective, where we go and we see the bigger picture of life, the bigger vision of how we need to be in this world. And here we take the eagle eye view of what's really important to us and letting go of all the small little details of how to get there, and trust that this bigger vision, this bigger feeling will come true. Because in the house we have Daughter of Wands, and so we're coming from this young feminine aspect where we feel uninhibited by our passion and trusting every step along the way. And again, this is slightly tilted, and so we may be trying to force something that needs to come in its own time. But we just need to keep trusting that this passion, this life force that is moving us to this grander vision, preparing for next week's new moon in Sagittarius, where we will get clarity and true acknowledgement of where we're going. So simply, we just need to trust that this passion, this fire is just beginning to ignite and move us into a new way of being. And in the outcome, we have death. So here we are in a place of rebirth, identifying with our self-concept with the devil, seeing what oppresses us, what addictions that no longer serve us. And it brings us to a place of letting go of the ego, of the self, of the identity that no longer serves us, that has set us back. And here we are able to choose new habits, new thoughts, new relationships, and that this death is a sacred task of showing the universe that we are willing to be in the here and now, in this life, choosing this life, these tasks, and our sole purpose is to always evolve and to choose what's relevant, what's real to you. And so this death is a rebirth, because really death is just a transition, and that we are always in transformation, from going from the past, the present, and the future, and trusting that we can all exist together. Hope this helps. Have an amazing week. And if you'd like a one-on-one or personal reading, contact me at www.innerdoorways.com. Have a beautiful day.